Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, well, the rare is Linvala. Looks like it's the best card in the pack. Very good card. Makes you want to play a party deck, but I'm okay just taking the strongest cards for a little while, trying to figure things out. Otherwise, there's Allied Assault, also good for party deck. In fact, that would be really good in our Linvala deck. It'd be nice to wheel that, or the Outrider. Banneret's perfectly playable in a party deck too. It's just a good card. Bug Catcher clearly made for party as well. Constrictor for counter decks. Golgari counters. Tazim Royal Mage for party and kicker and wizards. Stomper, just green finisher, good for landfall decks. Blight Priest, good combo, common cleric card. And Pickaxe, good for landfall, but yeah, let's just take Linvala, see if it works out. If it doesn't, no problem, we'll figure it out. Alright, well, good options here. I mean, I think kind of okay taking the Allied Assault follow-up pick. I do think this card is very strong. Bubble Snare. Obviously good removal. Farsight Adept. Definitely a good party card. Strongest card in the pack. Maybe the Bubble Snare. I could see an argument for taking it over Allied Assault here, but I think Allied Assault just straight up wins games in a party deck. This card is incredibly strong. And it kind of works towards the same plan as Linvala. That's one of the problems with this format that I've found, is you can get your first 5 picks can be right in line with what you're trying to do, and then your whole plan that you were working towards can just dry up and you get like a neutered build. So it's kind of, this is a difficult format to draft and consistently get what you're trying to draft. Because you want to take the strongest cards for a plan, but if it doesn't work out, you're just sort of in rough shape, you know? So options here, I mean, Blade Master, it's hard to go wrong with a double strike and warrior. Works for the party plan. Salundi Vision wouldn't take up a slot in the deck. I think I like Blade Master more than Sellsword. Also, if you end up with any random equipment, I mean, this alone, you put equipment on it, you're pretty happy. It's got double strike. Obviously, much better for primarily a warrior deck. Yeah, like I said, I think I would just take Blade Master over Sellsword. Otherwise, I could just take a Salundi Vision because it's a spell land. It's going to make the deck. That's true. I'm going to take Blade Master, though. Ooh, Emiria Captain. Well, there's a nice little sight for sore eyes. Yeah, nice pickup for us here. Good card in a vacuum. Kind of looks... I'm not seeing much blue in here. Seeing the Confounding Conundrum, but that's it. But obviously a good party pickup for us here with the Captain. Alright, take the Captain. Interesting. So quite a few black picks. Could go down a warrior path. Could go down a cleric path. Even though we don't have any clerics. Perhaps the warrior path makes more sense. We already have 2 warriors. So do I like the Charger or the Champion more? Charger can be very good. I mean, it's certainly not a bad effect ever. It's not worth taking the white card here. Yeah, it's really Charger versus Champion. Kind of okay going Champion too, although I wouldn't fault anybody for taking the Charger there. I think that would have been fine. Couple good black cards. Pretty easy Spikefield Hazard if the warrior plan works out. I'm going to be happy to have it. Doesn't look like blue's going to work out unless I'm splashing Linvala. Which is fine. Myriad Captain's a lot worse in a strictly warrior deck, and so is Allied Assault. But I think we'll be able to figure this out. So I can take the Felidar here. If we're going to go with a warrior plan, I think the Banneret makes more sense. So I'm going to take that, even though I think Felidar's a better card in a vacuum. Probably looking at Warrior Beatdown. Alright, take another Banneret. They're certainly fine here. Outrider, yet another Warrior. Maybe can I just play a million Bannerets? What value do I get out of that? Their 1-mana 1/2's not great. Outrider's not going to be great in a non-party build, but obviously in party it's going to be quite good. Am I still hoping to live a party dream? Maybe. We'll take the Outrider for now. 3 Bannerets does seem a bit excessive. So we can take the Inordinate Rage. Hellhound is more for a landfall deck. There's Dauntless Unity too. Makes all of our cheaper beaters better. Inordinate Rage versus Dauntless Unity. I don't know. Probably the white card. I think it's more likely we're white. So we can take the Warrior here, the Ambusher. It's playable. Disenchant. We don't have a sideboard, but cutting white to me makes sense. Take the Ox. Maybe I play it. Last pick white card. Well, that's good, I guess. Although I don't really want to play it. Probably a pretty easy Royal Eruption here. Looks as though red is going to work out. We saw quite a bit of late red. None of it exceptional, but blue was certainly not open. I was not feeling it. Otherwise, because I don't have that much red, I could still hedge and take the domination just because it's such a strong card. But I really don't feel like blue is going to end up being open, unless just not a lot was opened in pack 1. You know, sometimes it's tough to tell. Like maybe there's only 1 or 2 blue cards that get chosen before they even come to you, and then it just looks like blue is being picked very highly, but the truth is just not a lot was open in pack 1, and it's more open than you thought. You can end up with tough situations like that. Either way, I'm happy to get a Royal Eruption, though. Here, pretty easy Blade Master, I would say. This card is just very good, especially if we end up deep into the Warrior plan. Yeah. Taking Blade Masters. Happy about it. Take another champion. All right. So maybe now we start to look at maybe cutting these and really honing in on warriors. I kind of even want to cut the Emiria Captain too, to be honest, but for now we'll leave it alone. All right, Bugcatcher is quite good, even as a 2-mana 2/2 trample attacker, but with double Blade Master, I think Scavenge Blade is going to be our pick here, which is tough because Bugcatcher is a much more desirable pick, but I want to make sure we get enough equipment to really utilize these Blade Masters. Well, Treachery's good. Another Banneret. There's another chance to get a Bugcatcher. Spellcraft's removal. Probably take the Treachery. We're hyper aggro. Getting a spell land to me makes sense. Stealing dudes and killing them with it. I like that. Can take the Inordinate Rage here. Can take a Tormenting Voice. Tinted Healer and Wind Robber are probably the best cards. I'm fine taking Rage. I mean, we have double Blade Master. Even Rage on Blade Master is 8 damage. Can take a Scorch Rider. It's not a very exciting pick, but slap an equipment on that with a Blade Master out, and you got yourself a big-time finisher. Core Celebrant more for the Cleric deck, of course. All right, Kindi Stampede. I'm going to take that over the second Blade. Hopefully find another equipment along the way, but McKindy Stampede to me probably makes more sense than Dauntless Unity. We're up to 10 creatures, so we need 5 creatures to have a deck, and I think it looks good. Adept's a good beater. Tough to go wrong with it. It's not a warrior, but 3 mana 3/3 that nets each player a card. I think it's good. I like it. I think it's efficient. Take Molten Blast here. Actually, Sneaking Guide to me seems pretty good. We are removal light, though, aren't we? We have a Royal Eruption and a Spikefield Hazard, if you even count that. I guess Inordinate Rage, sort of. There's some upside to Sneaking Guide, especially with the Ambusher, the Blade Master. We'll see. It might not be worth our time, but I'm going to consider it. Seems like red was a lot more open in pack 2. Raptor flies. I guess technically we have a couple spell lands. We don't need anything else here. Like I said, I don't really like Hellhound so much for this deck. Cut the white card. I don't think we're going to play it. Alright, got another Banneret. I'm willing to play a ton of Bannerets. Well, that's on color, but now I'm looking at probably Resolute Strike. It's just a cheap combat trick, which I think is really good. It lets you just keep beating in. Basically, it lets you go turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature, turn 3 attack, Resolute Strike, follow-up creature. It gives you good options. We only need one more creature, technically. I'm going to take Resolute Strike over the Pathway. I think it's a good chance that it makes the deck. We do want some more equipment, but it's just a good, cheap combat trick. Another Blade here, or we can take the Sellsword. I mean, it certainly wouldn't hurt to have more. Maybe we wheel the Scavenge Blade. If we don't, I'm not super upset if we have 2 Blade Masters with only 1 equipment. But I don't know what has a higher chance of wheeling. I feel like Blade has a slightly higher chance of wheeling. This pack has quite a bit of good stuff in it too, so I think there's a decent chance. Wow, Luminarch Aspirant. This card is incredibly strong. Really happy to get that. Yes, it's not a warrior. I don't think it matters at all. This card wins games if it goes unanswered. So we're already at 23 cards, 2 of which are... I don't think we count either of these as spells. So basically 2 more spells and we have a deck. I would like some more removal. If we don't get it, so be it. Alright. Nice champ pickup here. 3 mana 4/3 for a deck that's trying to beat down is pretty efficient to me. Good removal pickup for us here. We're going to take the Binding. Kind of a deal with anything card here, which is nice. If I were to cut anything, what would it be? Maybe the Raptor. I mean, Raptor is playable here because it's evasive, but can actually take the Tactics over a 2nd Inordinate Rage. Rage might be better. Double Blade Master. We have a couple different classes in here, but I'm feeling like we're likely to cut some. I'm actually not sure. I think because Rage deals damage, I'm going to prioritize it over Tactics. I don't know if that's right, though. Bugcatcher versus Sellsword. You know, I'd probably rather just have... Would I rather have a 3/1 attacker or at least a 2/2 trample attacker? I guess 3/1... I think we're going to cut non-warriors, to be honest, except this fledgling that we just got 8th pick, which I'm taking over Resolute Strike easily. Wow. This pack came together real late. Take another Adept, I guess. It's a late... Sorry, this is a weird draft. Got that Blade back. That's good news, because we're going to play that. If we can find a way to fit it in. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Probably dump... Well, Scorch Rider's looking a lot worse and unnecessary. It's a late Vanquish the Weak. We'll figure this out. We have plenty of goodies in here. But I think I can just cut quite a few things here, actually. Cut the lands first. We can count these as lands. We can easily just play 17, including these 2. Oh, we have... Yeah, we can count Spikefield Hazard a land, too. It doesn't need to be a spell. So basically, we just need to run... We need to cut 4 spells. And that'll be 17 lands. I think we can pretty much cut some of our top end. Like, I can cut 5 creatures. Well, if I cut the Raptor... Let's see if I cut all non-warriors, other than, obviously, Fledgling, Aspirant. Like, I might cut the captain too. I can cut the guide. Just because it's kind of a random whatever card. I can cut this. Cut the captain maybe. Cut the adepts. This is 16 creatures. We still have 17 lands. Basically all warriors with 2 equipment. Oh, we're still running the sneaking guide. Well, sneaking guide is good with... It's not good with that much in our deck, actually. It's cool with, like, Ambusher. It's okay with Blade Master. Lets you sneak some damage in, but... I'm okay with maybe cutting this and running an Adept instead. And I could maybe see an argument to cut the Scorch Rider and run like the Captain instead. Just get a random flyer. Unfortunately, it's just not that good in our deck. We basically have Aspirant, Adept as the only way to turn it on. But it does fly. It's got Vigilance. It still might not be exciting enough. I guess we have a couple Inordinate Rages. Sometimes it's nice to just have random evasion. It does have synergy with Blade Master. That's true. Stick a blade on it. It's got double strike and flying. Maybe we give it a chance. I could actually see cutting the Ambusher. And because it's kind of a whatever creature anyway. And then maybe running the Adept. Because I actually like Adept in this deck quite a bit. Just the fact that it draws you and it has synergy with Outrider and Captain. That actually is not bad. Then how many warriors do we have? We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is probably enough. Removal wise, what do we have? We have the Resolute Strike. We have 2 Inordinate Rages. We have Royal Eruption, Binding. That's pretty good. Spikefield Hazard. I think it's good enough. More white than red. We need both relatively early, though. Probably just doing 9, 7. Or 9, 8, rather. Because we need red early as well. And we need both colors, so... And it certainly doesn't hurt to have couple spell lands, so getting double red for Treachery if we get excess red is fine. Alright, well, I'm satisfied. We'll try this Warrior Beatdown deck. We'll see you round 1. Alright, game 1, we've got ourselves a keep here. So now we can go Banneret, eventually into Adept. We can hold on to our Song Mad Treachery too. Alright. I wonder if it's good to Rage here. Because we have the Resolute Strike. I want to push some damage in. We get to Scry too. I don't know. I usually wouldn't do this, but I think it's actually okay here. I think we'll keep the land too, believe it or not. Because that moves us towards a Song Mad Treachery that might be lethal. Oh, wow. So we'll drop the champion probably. More potential damage output. This is going to be a pretty tough one to beat. Here he's Binding. Well, it's not bad. I think we'll do the Adept. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good board state for 2 lands. Let's discard the strike and I think actually the binding. Or I wonder if I want to do treachery and binding. Keep the strike. Yeah, that might actually make sense. All right. Well, I think we're gonna 2-for-1 ourselves here. Better to do it now than not have the opportunity later. Going for 8 here. Take our medicine. Fledglings, kind of good. Let's get in for 4 or 5, I guess. And then we'll drop a fledgling. That way, if they have removal, we'll chump with the other one. And they don't have a ton of resources right now. I mean, I guess they have more now, but they can't get by both our guys currently, unless they tap them both with a Kitesail Cleric. Alright. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, game 2. This looks good. Don't want to play the hazard just yet. Now I don't have to, which is nice. Actually, hazard kind of works well with Blade Master too, which is cool. So I can Spikefield Hazard that, I suppose. I don't see why not. They got a loot out of it, but it's not like they got a free card out of it. Champ into champ, it's pretty good. Especially if they kill the Blade Master here. Right. Now we can go Banneret. In for 4. Play another one and pass. Then next turn we can leave up Banneret. Alright. So we can get in for 8. They kind of tempted a double block. And thankfully we get to punish them dearly for that. Ooh, keep that on top. I guess now they could kill our champion, which would lower the the power of the other one, but it's okay. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, definitely a good keep here. We've got that turn 2 aspirant, which is a must deal with card, which is nice. Alright, we'll discard a... I think we'll actually discard the Inordinate Rage in case I need that McKindy Stampede. And then immediately draw another one. What a gift. What a gift. Alright. The card draw action on here. Spikefield Hazard's cool. For now, I think we'll just play the Stampede. And I think we'll put the counter on the Aspirant for additional damage and get in for 4. And then we'll play a Sellsword. Skulker, okay. So now we can... Alright, we'll put the counter on the Sellsword. We'll get in for 6. And then we'll play a champion and pass. See if they have anti-cognition. No. I wonder if they have... could have played a land there. The hazard. Undecided on whether that'd be better or not. I mean, based on my hand, I can kind of play everything already, so I didn't see a reason to do it. But by the same token, we have a Banneret out. And pumping the team is obviously good. Alright, I think I'm actually going to pump the Banneret. Basically, I want to divide my forces here. Like, if I put it on the champion, it makes it bigger, but to me it makes more sense because it feels like they have something. Yeah, Glacial Grasp, alright. Fair enough. And we can get in for 5 here. And now I think we just go Banneret, Blademaster, pass. Well, they could have the anti-cognition. I'm surprised they're not playing it, though. Still have the opportunity to just play the hazard. I think I will, actually. Because now if I rip a land, Banneret just goes off. It just seems worth it. Like, we're going to pump the Blademaster with the Aspirant. Wart the Grave, getting some stuff back. They're going to take our Inordinate Rage. We can Binding the Skulker. And then we'll pump the Blade Master and get in for a bunch. So they go to 1. Which I guess means we could have killed them with our... Well, we wouldn't have had the mana, I suppose, to Spikefield Hazard them. So they've got 5 cards in hand. They're at 1 life. They have to deal with 5 creatures. They have 2 blockers. And now we can just slam this and get in there. Guess we'll pump this one. And smash. Alright. Let's see for the next one. Alright. Definitely a keep here. Aspirant is just so good if it goes unanswered. So we'll keep this. Still don't necessarily need to play the Spikefield Hazard right away. Alright. Can actually go Blade Master first now. Even though you get more value the earlier you play Aspirant, having Blade Master out to maybe eat removal or a counterspell or something, I kind of like a little bit more. Could be wrong. We'll find out. I also kind of like the idea of just playing Aspirant and start boosting my double striker. Getting in for a lot of damage. Alright, perfect. Don't need to worry about it anymore. So, play the land, play the Aspirant, and pass. If I have to play the Spikefield Hazard, I will. But, I mean as a land. Alright, Stalker. So we can play the Adept. We have double Inordinate Rage though, so we'll just get in there for 3. Then play the Adept to maybe find another land. Or they double block and we kill both their things. Let's see. They're dealing 4 to it. So if I play Inordinate Rage... A little bit of a dilemma here. If I play Inordinate Rage, it survives, but then they at least have to block, and it's 2 for 2, but then we can't do a follow-up play. It also makes their Stalker less good. I think we do it. I don't want to do it, but here we go. So we'll bottom that. We don't need it. So they can block with their Banneret. I think getting that off the board is fine with me. Like I said, it's a 2 for 2. It's a much better 2 for 2 for them, but I'm fine with this. I'm surprised that's how they blocked. I'm going to just play the Hazard now, because then I can do more in a turn, especially if we're drawing more cards with the Adept. Oh, I see. Okay, well, it makes a little more sense now. 2 cards left in their hand, so we'll do the Adept, see if we draw a land. We did get the land, so I'll just leave up the Inordinate Rage. Alright. So they have 3 now. No attacks. Interesting. So we can do our own champion. We can do the Outrider. Outrider makes the best use of mana. Kind of okay with that. In for 5 here. Alright. It's good value for him. They have full party. They have 5 mana. We have 6 lands, so we're likely to just do Adept and Champion this turn. So I think we're just going to smash for 6 for now, see what they do. Alright. So now we can just kill all their guys. I kind of like that. Don't need the land. Seems good to me. We'll follow up with the champion here and pass. So we got rid of their full party. I guess that's good. They have more cards in hand, but we have a better, more developed board at the moment. That's not that big of a deal in this board state, so I'm okay with this. We'll play the Adept first to see what we find. We don't even need to do the Royal Eruption yet, which is good. Captain's kind of cool too. For now, we'll just do the champion and pass. So now we've got better board. We can do a Myria Captain for as a 3/3. And we have Royal Eruption, which is nice. Alright. So if we draw a land, we can just kill that Falconer and get in there. Oh, that's a great draw too. Wow. Alright, well that's the plan. Play that, smash with team. They really don't have good blocks here now. That's why Seagate Banneret is so good. Alright, they're just losing out on some value here. We don't even need to pump. Is that right? So both of those are going to die. So they are forcing us to pump, I see. Not forcing us, but encouraging us to pump. But we still 2 for 3 them. We have equal cards in hand now. Never mind. They have multiple Spoils of Adventure? It's pretty good. They got a sweet deck. So I guess we attack first. Not sure what they would have, but so we have 6 lands. I guess we can just do the captain now as a flying 3/3. And I guess I should have put Scavenge Blade on the Banneret, but now I can put it on the captain. Which might actually be better. Because if we rip a land now, we can deal 5 with Royal Eruption, which is pretty sweet. Plus, we still have access to like Banneret pumps. A captain of their own, it's just a 2/2 though. Spellcraft, killing that, dealing 1 to us. Okay, fair enough. So we could steal that. Don't quite get in for enough though. So we have 6 lands. I guess we just equip. Well, we don't want to equip though. We can Royal Eruption. I think we just attack. They'll take it. Then we go champion and equip blade to I guess the Banneret. Kind of just dividing the damage out here. I don't know if that's better. We'll find out. Ambusher. We can pump it a few times. Pump it twice. Oh, it's an interesting choice. So they can still pump Ambusher, but we probably are just gonna steal it, get in for a bunch. Yeah, I think we actually kill them now. So we steal this. And then we can Royal Eruption them. Alright. That'll do it. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, we've got a keep here. We don't need to play the hazard just yet, especially if we rip a... Especially now, because we want to rip a red mana. But if we don't, then I'm willing to do a turn 2 Spikefield Hazard. Alright, we'll do this. And attack for 1. I'm okay with this trade. Alright. So we'll do the champion here. Alright. We'll do champion number 2. And get in for 4. Next turn we can get Adept plus Inordinate Rage. Sure. I think we'll just smash first. They can double block, but they didn't. It's pretty fortunate for us. Guess we don't need that land. Kill that. Play another champion? Yeah, I don't see why not. Uh-oh. Unfortunately for us, that's kind of a game flipping one there. So I guess we'll do the Adept first, because we want that captain to be a little bit bigger. And we can get in with all 3. I think we do. They're going to eat 1. Or just get their plants off the board, I guess. Alright, we go land, captain, pass. So they can pump. Oh, preemptively pump the ambusher. Well, I don't really want them to get Colony Ambush back, so I think we'll just trade the ambusher. Is there more reason for me to have the Adept? Yeah, Kabira Outrider, so I guess I trade off one of these. Take 4. Alright, Blade Master's cool. I need a little bit more gasoline. This doesn't have reach too, does it? No, that'd be... This doesn't have reach, does it? No. This does. But they didn't keep it back for some reason. I guess because they really want that colony ambush back. I don't blame them. Alright, they're still attacking with the reach guy, which is pretty lucky for us. So I think we'll just trade here and jump here. Hope to basically rip a scavenge blade for the win. Adept we're gonna have to be okay with for now. Aspirant's cool. It's gonna give us a victory next turn. And get in for 4. And pass. Still attacking with that, huh? Wow. We're pretty lucky they attacked with everything. So, obvious blocks to not die. Actually, do we still die? We take 7, so I have no choice. No, that's not true. We eat here. Alright. That should do it. So, they could have just so easily won that game if they remembered that their colony ambush, their colony, this is Zendikar had reach, but they forgot. And we'll take a victory over a game we should have lost. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, that's a keep. Still go banner at turn 1. Might have to do that spike field hazard again. Hoping I don't have to, but if I must, I must. Okay. So we'll do the fledgling first. And then pass. Rabbit bite, unfortunately. No attacks though, interestingly. So we'll do the spike field hazard. And play the Blade Master. And then we'll pass. We'll take 2. Paragon, okay. Guess we do the Adept first, see if we hit a land. We do not, so we're going to play the Stampede. I guess I can attack with Blade Master first, though. Yeah, I don't love this trade, but here we are. Play the Stampede and pass. I mean, I still have the Outrider, so I guess there's a way I could have made that better. But that's alright. Binding's cool. I think for now we'll just get the Captain out there, set up for an Outrider. Alright. So I have the 5th land, which means we can attack with these 2. So I'm willing to trade. See if they have the Might of Marasa. Spell Shield. So they got us. Not sure why they didn't kick, or did they and I missed it? I have no idea. Didn't look like they kicked, though. Alright, Seagate Colossus. We have the Nahiri's Binding for that, so... Let's see here. We're up to 6 lands, which means, yeah, we can just go Binding on Colossus. Then... I feel like their random cards are going to be better than ours, which makes me want to do the Champion instead. Alright, we got the kicker, refilling that hand. Resolute Strike, also good. So let's do the Outrider. And smash for 8. And we can Resolute Strike. Or they can take 8. They do. I'm okay with that too. And we'll pass. Unkicked, so they got something big. They got something big. Ooh, Black Splash. Alright, see what they got. Canopy Baloth. And Vanquish will protect that. I'm not going to let that happen. Alright. So we're up to 7 lands. So I guess we'll attack here. And we'll kill the familiar. Sure. So we'll go... Oh, that's good. We have 7 lands. I think that means we just play Aspirant, prevent them from drawing. Because we don't have the mana to do Aspirant, Adept, Captain. So I think we just go Aspirant, then Captain, and then Pump Captain. And that should be lethal next turn, unless I have an answer for it. Alright, sweet. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, well, it's a keep. And I guess we're going to jam the Treachery probably first. Kind of got all of our spell lands, which is a little bit awkward, but that's alright. Alright, there we go. So now we can go turn 3 Champion. Royal Eruption's cool. Let's get the Champion down. Pack Beast, okay. We'll take it. So Banneret to pump the Champion. We'll get in for 4. Could have done the Scavenge Blade there, but for now we'll play the Stampede. And I'll just leave up Spikefield Hazard. Most likely just going to hit the Pack Beast here. Alright, they're gonna subtle strike, which unfortunately does pretty good for him. Gives him a 3-2 as well. But I suppose we're still actually in pretty good shape here. I think we just go Royal Eruption on Pack Beast. So they can't convert mana, I guess. And then I guess we can do Binding. So they've got something else here too. Alright. 3 cards left in hand. Feel like we can do Blade now. And pass. Not sure if I wanted to do that on the Banneret or not. Alright. They got us. Inordinate Rage. Not much else to be done here. You just smash in there. Not what I want to do, but what we're doing. I guess we just play lands. We have more Bannerets in here, so I want to be able to like play Banneret, have abilities, play other stuff. All right. So we'll go Aspirant. Well, we don't have 8 cards in our graveyard. That's good. All right. So they get a tempo play on us. We go Aspirant, equip, counter, pass. Nothing I can do about that. All right, we'll go Sellsword, equip, Inordinate Rage. Yeah, we can leave that on top, actually. Unfortunately, they have a 4/4 menace now. So I guess we go Captain. We lose both of our guys to the Skitter Sneak. But otherwise I die, so no real choice here. Guess we just play a random Blade. Double block to not die. Alright. Blade Master, die in the air. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a great keep. Alright, we'll keep this. Banneret, go. Alright. We'll go Aspirant, pump Banneret. Get in for 2, pass. Next turn we can go Fledgling, land, Banneret. Yeah, we'll take 2. So like I said, we go Fledgling, land, Banneret. I guess we can leave it up for now. I don't think I'm going to attack with the Aspirant in case they have like a Namana Sky Dancer or something. It's just not worth it. Aspirant's too high of a... too powerful of a card to pass here. To die, basically. Too powerful to die. We can take 2 damage here. We're ahead on the race currently, so I'm fine with that. Rockslide Sorcerer, on the other hand. That's a pretty scary card. So let's go this. And I suppose we're going to have to pump our own Aspirant so it doesn't die right away. And we'll get in for 6. They double block, they're in big trouble. Yeah. Yeah, we just slaughter them here. Just a massacre now. Can leave that on top. And now maybe they mind drain us, it doesn't matter. We can go land, we can go land, attack with everything. We have the Banneret pump. If they don't, we have Champion plus Sellsword, which is amazing. So we're just gonna divide 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, this is definitely lethal, so we're just gonna go for it. All right. Cool. Very good. All right, we got a good keep here. Blade Master into Scavenge Blade. Now we even get the Banneret turn 1. Look like they had something there. Ooh, Aspirant. Well, just got a better draw now. For 2. Yeah, good thinking on opponent's part. Let's go Blade Master and smash for 2. I think we can even block with Blade Master on Bug Catcher and Spikefield Hazard. Well, that takes away our opportunity, I guess, to do that now. So they got us. Nobody expects the Chilling Trap. They didn't get to draw a card off of that, though, which is notable, to say the least. Let's get the Outrider down. Smash for 3. Now we can start pumping with our Banneret. Mara Mystic. Yeah, we can take that. So guess we just attack for 5. Do we want to pump here? I don't think so, actually. I think we play the blade. And put it on the banneret. And then pass. This lets them play extra spells with land drop or we take damage. Alright. Champion's a good draw. For now we play the land so we can still pump and do Spikefield Hazard, which I think is good. We'll go champion and pass. That's cool. Let's get in. Alright, looks like we're still going to get it. We just Spikefield Hazard for the win here after they take 4. And we got our 7 wins. Pretty sweet. Always satisfying to win with Spikefield Hazard. Very unexpected. Alright, well, I'm satisfied. Got 7 wins with this deck. It was a good deck. Very powerful. Warriors is just a nice, kind of quick and dirty way to do drafts real quick too, which I like. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.